Hello, welcome to another BrewTube with me, Harold Dozzelinger, the author of the famous book Why Darning Socks is Good for Your Soul and Other Urban Myths. Yes, that's it. Available in all good bookstores. Today I want to do our last Expo preview. So this is the last Expo video I think that we'll be doing before the actual Expo itself. And then afterwards we'll have some content from the Expo, and depending on how busy I am on the one day I'm there, that will be whatever it will be. I have got booked in some interviews, some stuff like that, but I mainly want to stick to the Expo floor. You may notice I'm experimenting with this thing in front of me. I haven't bought this. This is a Borrow Z, and if this goes well, it might be something I look to invest in. I also can take it to the Expo for the said interviews. So today I just want to add two more tips to my Expo video. They kind of add on to the ones I was saying about planning and buying. So the first is that there is a, I've forgotten what it's called, shop and drop area, and for £2 you can basically hire box space for the day, and anytime you buy games you can go back and put them in this box, collect what you've got, and it just saves you those trips to the car. I think it's a really good deal. I'll put the booth number, it's on one of the edges. I think as you look at the map on the page it's on that right edge. So just suppress the burp there, so please be grateful for that. So if you are buying lots and if you want to buy early to make sure you get those copies of the games which are going to sell out, use the shop and drop so you're not carting things around. It's £2. That seems like a no-brainer. And the other one was in terms of planning. So in terms of planning your route through the Expo of what you want to see, there are two really good website-based tools that I've found since the last video that I want to commend to you. The first is tabletoptogether.com. If you go to tabletoptogether.com and select from the options the tool, this lets you plan out your Expo by choosing which games you want to prioritize. It tells you all the games that are coming out and you prioritize them in order of preference, and then you can print that list out. Oh my goodness, I wish I'd found this before I made my plans. It would have saved me a lot of time. So the link will be downstairs. The link will be downstairs. Just top down there, find the link, come back up. We'll wait for you. The link will be on the description, and hopefully some video will be appearing around here to give you a look at what that involves. There also is a geek list that is being put together. I don't know how he finds the time to do this, but by my fellow YouTuber Dricker Slips. And that is on Board Game Geek, and again it should be appearing around here, but this is just a geek list full of all the new games and publishers who are going to be there, with some comments from the community as well, so that is well worth checking out. It's what I initially used as my hit list, and together with the Tabletop Together tool, that would have just been perfect. So I thought I'd tell you what games I'm going to try and pick up. There are some oldies I'm going to try and pick up, which I haven't put on my list here for you today, simply because you probably have already heard of those games or are aware of them. These are the ones that I think might be difficult to get hold of, perhaps, or I'm just keen to try and get a bit more info on. So of course the first one is Ethnos, which got a really good review from the Dice Tower, and then Shop and Sit Down did a really good review too, so I am not expecting to be able to get this at the Expo for love nor money really, but if it is there I will be snapping that up. Next, so Ethnos is a card-based area majority game where the components are really bad, but you're kind of using set collection in a way to increase your majority in areas on the map, but the way you do that, whenever you play a set to claim an area, you have to play the rest of your cards to a common row, and now everyone else can choose from that row. So it's quite interesting. It's got a lot of good buzz. Sagrada is a game that I saw on Kickstarter. I didn't back and now have non-backers remorse. Dice placement, don't really know a lot about it, just that everyone who's played it has enjoyed it and it looks really pretty. And again, probably should have backed it because it's probably one that I could play with my family. So I'll be looking to pick up that. If I can, again, may very well be sold out. Hopefully the buzz has just worn off and moved on to other things, we'll see. There's 2 expansions I'll be looking to pick up. Between Two Cities, the expansion, again, I love, my wife loves, and so put a bit more life in that is a no-brainer for us. The main game is a tile drafting game where you're drafting to build a city, but build one with the person on your right and one with the person on your left, and only your lowest scoring city scores. So you're really motivated to do the best you can in both cities. And also, I'd love to pick up the 51st State expansion. One of my favourite games of all time, kind of getting your engine going to produce resources, to use them to secure more victory points. I just love the possibilities in this game, and the possibilities that the expansion is going to give you of going through the discard pile and rummaging around and really being able to tailor your engine, the engine that you're building. And by engine I mean the kind of combos that you can pull off through the powers that your particular cards have. You're just going to have much more freedom using these cards to create something you want rather than just responding to what comes out of the draw. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Spoken about them before, but I'm going to go check out Basically Wooden. It's a web booth. I think not only are they one of the only ones in the UK I know, but the quality of their stuff looks top notch, and I still can't believe the prices. Most inserts on there are around, most in-game inserts, so the codename one is about 20 quid, some of the other ones on there are 20 quid, and then you can buy them assembled for a bit more. Just really keen to check out what he's got going there, and he's got some really good products like Lazy Susan, this spinning thing, but for Dominion, so it's based on cards, but actually comes with a topper, so you can use it as a Lazy Susan as well. So, you know, perfect Christmas present for the wife, that. So I'd be going there to check it out. Gekkaido, I'm not sure if this is going to be out at the Expo or not, but Gekkaido I'm really interested in. The one area I hesitate is the price. I know it's got lovely miniatures in, but there doesn't seem to be a lot more for the price. But I think that's a game my son will really love and will be a bit easier for him to understand in concept than King of Tokyo. The idea of who you're attacking is a bit clearer in Gekkaido from what I've seen. Whereas King of Tokyo, you've got to weigh up the merits of going into Tokyo or not and when to do that. So I'm going to check it out and perhaps buy that one. Century Spice Road, there's no chance of me getting that at the Expo. I'm only going on Saturday, so the full day of the Expo will have passed by then. However, I have pre-reserved the German version, which just has a rule sheet, and I can print that out, so I'll have a perfectly serviceable used version. So that's good. I'm going to get that. Again, I think the wife will like it. There's a theme going on here. And then 2 games that have been out for a little bit. Guards of Atlantis, the kind of massively online battle arena game. Got really good buzz. I've only seen it. I almost pulled the trigger on it on one of I think it was on Meeple's Corner, but I didn't. And I've just since been in contact with the publisher of that game, and I'm going to go touch base with them and maybe pick up a copy. And the other one is Castles of Calydale, which is a tile laying game that kind of grabs my attention for the simplicity and the different ways you can use the tiles. You're building a big castle and trying to score the most points you can, but there's not quite as many things going off as in something like Carcassonne, but there's enough going off that I think it will play quickly, play well, and be one of those things where you've built something and it looks kind of cool. And that's been out a while, but I haven't heard much buzz around that one, so I'll hope to pick that up. Those are my plans. Let me know if you think I've missed anything. Check out those 2 websites that will be in the link downstairs, and hopefully see you at the Expo.